So, like I said, we're looking to have at least one or two more of our elders join us. Hopefully, Dr. Osang for God will be here with us as well, as we are going to be concluding the series on keeping the FCT clean. Funny, while we're getting some reports that efforts are being made in certain areas, you look at it and you think, oh well, it's good. Thank God, everything is looking up. And then all of a sudden, I get a picture like the one Mazi sent me this morning. Mazi did a video.
I was there this morning.
So where exactly was that again? Let's on the way to Banex Plaza, or would you take a detour?
Once you take that road that will take you to just by that ultramodern bus, the new bus terminal.
Yes. On that same road.
And once
or
you take a detour. Yes,
oh, okay. You take a detour.
That road that is between that mobile filling station and the new bus terminal.
Oh, yeah.
So once you drive in a little bit, that's where you see the mountain of deaths. And it's shameful in that kind of environment. It's embarrassing.
It is shameful indeed. And that is why we have stayed on this conversation at the very least for the last 3 weeks. I think this Monday will make it the third or fourth Monday that we are having this conversation. But the good thing is, despite the fact that we have identified some of these issues and we have, talked endlessly and analyzed the causes, the factors, we've looked at everything from the people to the government. Our conclusion today, God helping us as we wrap up on keeping the FCT clean, will be action steps and how we are moving forward. And with that, I bid a very good welcome to our brother, Fortune Musa, who is here with us this morning, joining us via the phone lines. Hello, Fortune. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the privilege to be with you.
Thank you for joining us again.
To be in the presence of elders is a big privilege for children, because I greet my elders this morning.
It's greeting you, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. All right. Honorable, that was Fortune greeting.
Okay.
He says
Good
he's
morning.
greeting his
Good
elders.
morning, yeah.
There we go. Okay. So Fortune,
Yes.
I would like for us to maybe see if we can incentivize the people a little bit before we go ahead. We're going to do a number of things today. We are going to see about the value chain. Okay, who are the various people involved in keeping the FCT clean, so that people can know where they can get on board. Then we are going to put out a poll to say, where are the dirtiest places in the FCT? And if we were to mobilize today, where can we start? I mean, we've gotten complaints from everywhere, at the outskirts to in the center of town. I'd hoped you were here. I will have shown you the video that Mazi Destiny Anthony took.
Mazi?
Yes, around.
I think Mazi's video. You can share with me on WhatsApp. And I heard where the area he spoke about. I know the exact spots that he's talking about.
Okay.
And it's a terrible place. But I also want to challenge that video with the mountain that is coming up in Jabi, at the junction between B and Utako, just opposite Jabi Park to the right. I don't know if Mazi Destiny knows that place. There's Utako and B to the right. There's a mountain coming up before that Rano station.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another mountain standing up there. So there's a lot to actually to do. There's work to do.
Okay. So we're calling out to the people. Send us. It's now a case of Mazi has sent a video. Fortune says he wants to challenge the video that Mazi has sent. But the one thing is clear. We need to identify the top 3 places that are of urgency, that is so important, because we're going to be making announcements by the end of the town hall today, and we should have direction. But before we get to that, just in case you're listening, you can start sending in your videos. Let's know what the state is around where you live. Okay, we need your eyewitness reports, live data as of this morning, so that by the time we're making the announcement at the end of the town hall, we have clear direction as to where to go. And we want it to be a what's it called now? A holistic approach. And that's why we are starting with the value chain. So, Fortune, you having done this, for a number of years, would like to get you to please throw some light on what this value chain will look like. I know we've touched on a few things in the last couple of weeks. And last week, you had also mentioned that, look, if we were to start today, this is the next line of partner that we'll need. But let's look at the value chain in its entirety, especially because some people still don't understand that there is wealth to be gained in managing waste. So help us throw a little bit of light on that, and then we'll get to the other areas.
Okay, great. So the first I would want to highlight is for FT would be the Abuja Enterprise, the Abuja Environmental Body, AEPB. They are saddled with the responsibility of managing both solid and liquid waste in the FCT. And there are environmental offices at the area council levels as well. So starting from the federal level, we have the APB, we have the environmental offices at the area councils. These are the first line of management for waste in FCT. In fact, they have documents that you must pick up for you to be able to do effective disposal of wastes and all of that. They have all of that's the ones that determine the standards for waste management in the FCT, all the way to the point where, when you find a dead body or somebody dies, who gives you the approval to be able to bury and things like that. So these environmental offices, both at the FTDA and at the area councils, are the first line of defense. But that is on the government side. The citizens themselves also have a direct responsibility. So if you ask me, we should also remind people that when waste is not effectively managed around you, it affects you directly. It is your responsibility to make sure that in front of your plaza, in front of your home, in front of your office, that at least that space managed. And if everyone manages the space immediately around them, then we already have a layer of response to the problem. It is your waste. You generated it. In fact, where I'm sitting right now in Utako, in front of a building very close to the Chida Hotel, it is the same kinds of things I'm seeing. People just take care of stuff all up to the point where the offense stops. So the citizens are very, very important in this entire process. You must take care of your environment. Then we have those who actually collect. Now, the environmental agencies contract private how effectively those areas are covered. If there are challenges, then we should know what those challenges are. Are you not getting paid as and when due? What does it take for you to be able to sustain your work until the payment comes? That entire conversation has to be had and has to be clear to everyone so that when they hold you accountable, you can actually say, okay, but everybody is privy to this, and this is why we are not able to meet up. Because I was talking with someone this morning, and he said, well, we pay our dues. Mazi, you will be able to bear me witness. In Banex, everybody that has a shop pays for waste disposal. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
And because people around Banex are always paying, and if you don't pay, they'll block your shop. Is that true?
Yeah, true. You don't even have choice.
So you see, you don't even have a choice. You have to pay. But if you ask me, around Banex, with all the waste that is being generated in Banex every day, ever been a refuse heap that has not been controlled?
Valid point.
Never. I've been in Abuja for a long time. Area is always clean. So what is it that is working there that's not working in the Park? To come and drop? Because people who collected money from government have come to clean it again. That's the attitude. So I think that every exercise we go out to carry out now must go with sensitization.
Must go with what? Could you say that again, please?
Sensitization
Okay.
of the people of their responsibilities and the consequence if they don't sustain the clean of their environment.
Okay.
It doesn't just look like people have collected money from government. They are one NGO. They just came. Who have collected money from government? They are one NGO. They just came. They just did window and left. No, it's that this thing is affecting you yourself, and you must be involved. So I think that we need to start from there.
Okay.
Sensitizing and then showing the example by being out again.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Fortune. That was instructive indeed. Thank you for sharing from your experience. I remember Mazi was complaining a few Mondays ago that, that's another issue that, that he has, that people will now think that you are the waste disposal people if you say, okay, let's gather as a community and do it. And to hear you say that people will actually wind down and throw something at you who is doing it, it does speak a lot about our own failures as citizens when it comes to these things. Okay, I have asked, and I'm continuing to ask, that people across the FCT, if you're listening in, send in pictures. We want to know some of the dirtiest pictures and videos. We want to see some of the dirtiest places in the FCT right now, so that by the time we are wrapping up on Townhall this morning and we're making an announcement, we have a direction in which we are going. Fortune has shed light on some of the what the value chain looks like if we're to keep the FCT clean. Maybe any of the other elders here have one or two things to say before we move to the next segment. Dr. Osangfogod walked in while Fortune was speaking. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Dr. Somi.
Voila. Is it do me, I do you now? Please, sir, I'm not a doctor.
You deserve it.
I see what you're doing, sir, but it will not work. Thank you. Good to have you here, sir. Good to have you here.
I'm privileged to be here.
All right, then. Honorable, you were...
Remember, Somi, I told you the last time we were living here.
Mm-hmm.
I said the approach of what was done last time.
Yes.
I had to be somehow modernized or
modified,
so to say. You see, the human being that we have called Nigerians, the perception and how we reason differs. When I heard that Fortune has a team, you collectively have a team and you go around to clean, and what will come to the mind of people is that it's not possible, get the Nigerian factor, it's not possible to have a group of persons who voluntarily come out to clean the environment. The perspective will be that this set of persons have been given some form of, or they are assessing some funding, either as NGO, as government agents to be doing this. So instead of appreciating what you are doing, they will instead bring more burden on you, because to them,
yeah, sure you won't do them now.
No, not just say you want to do them. Work for the money you are getting. Work for the money you are getting. Meanwhile, you're not getting anything out of it. It's out of your own volition. You feel this should be the right thing to be done. First, these people need to know that you have not been paid for anything. But you go explain tire. In a normal local palace store, you go explain tire. What I feel we should do before we commence anything, just like he said. Okay. Remember that day I told you. One, you do not have the powers of punitive measures. As it's just join hands, as we finish talking, or even while you are talking, some we do tricks. AEPB, who has a constitutional mandate and has the backing of the law. What we are doing is to assist them get their job done, and to assist ourselves to have a cleaner environment. What I will suggest is for us to have a strong partnership with the government agent that have the teeth to bite. So we can have a roundtable discussion. We will be like a pushing them to do what we think should be added to what they have been doing. Because when we appear with AEPP people with their cloth and what's it called, emblem, you don't even need to say anything. That message of is being sent. And remember,
you need to add a joint task force of police.
Remember,
and,
they go around with police and everyone. So when we go to like our drive now, you know, the drive we're having now, getting it done. When we get to a particular place, we now say, hey, we are here. They should allow us to be the one talking. We are here as a voluntary group in conjunction with the AEPP to help you clean your own environment, which is not supposed to be. And then give them that orientation. And then AEPP, they actually have such powers to seal up a place for not meeting up with the environmental. So it's a whole lot to do, but in conjunction and partnership. Otherwise, we'll be doing the same thing and be expecting a different result.
Okay. All right, Mazi, you want
Which
to add
me
to that?
is not just an anomaly, but another level of witchcraft.
Witchcraft is correct. Witchcraft is correct. Mazi, do you want to add anything to that? I'm getting videos coming in.
What? You go get video tire. In fact, this morning, if not for, I actually went to Mabushi to do something before I saw that, because I thought there was a time I saw payload and so on trying to clear that particular thing. I didn't know, maybe they just wanted to like make a little way for vehicles, but now that heap of dirt has actually blocked the entire road, so people are now diverting on the right side where you are supposed to have.
You're
like
talking about
flowers.
this same Mabushi
place now that I visited now.
Okay.
And secondly, the road that, you know, that particular road that's between the ultramodern bus terminal and the Mobi filling station that will take you to this particular place. Why did the FCT just stop right after the bus terminal? They should have continued that road. It's not even up to like 3 poles to that particular place. Because if you are moving, you know, from that road now will connect you to VIO office and the other place in Mabuchi. They left a particular short space that they should have also fixed that
maybe
spot.
They left it for that purpose. So that it can be collecting revenue.
Makes sense, because just immediately after the bus terminal, you are going to enter the distance. But for what the Honorable said, I believe, but just like I said before,
yes, sir,
I do not think. We want to go on break.
Yes, let's take a quick break.
The MTN Mega Audio
Connection established.
Welcome back. It's your number one talk station, 95.1 Nigeria Info. On Town Hall this morning, we are bringing to a conclusion something that has been front burner as far as the FCT residents concerns, and that is the state of its environment, how dirty it is, whether it's solid waste or liquid waste. I'm still having reports pouring in, and we said that at the end of the show today, we're going to be making an announcement, and we've asked that people should please let us know what are the areas. If you have videos or pictures, please send them in. There's a reason why we're asking for that. I would like to take a poll so that by the time we're making our announcements at the end of the show, we have a certain direction in which we're going. But as far as part of that announcement, we have been discussing about bringing back the Clean Up Abuja initiative. It was started by Fortune when it was still on Nigeria Info here. So it was definitely a collaborative effort, and all the amazing listeners that we had, saying, I want to be a part of this. It started small, and before you know what happened, it grew into a movement, right? But then it had to take a pause, because there are certain things that were making the process not holistic from one end to the other. And that's why we've been talking about what to do to get it right this time, if it indeed does come back. This is apart from the calls for return of environmental sanitation, monthly environmental sanitation program. Hopefully that will be spearheaded by the FCT administration. Just everybody hands on deck, trying to find a way to not turn this city of ours into a huge refuse dump. And that's how it starts. You have one little one here, one little one there. Before you know what's happening, all of the FCT is smelling. There are some areas that are known to be that kind of way. But what can we do to make sure that this is not a situation that we are having going forward? So even if a group of people gathers together and cleans, and they're going to come back tomorrow and find the same refuse dump, it makes no difference. So that's why we're having this conversation. What is the approach that we can take? Fortune has shared with us about the value chain, and Honorable Dalhatu has spoken about some of the things that would make it seem very, very wishy-washy if we didn't address it. And Mazi was about to speak. We'll come to Mazi, come back to Dr. Usang for God, and then we will take it up from there. So, Mazi, you were saying, sir.
Just like I was trying to say, the Honorable has said a lot about the way this thing can actually work well. For me, just, I complained about the idea of people not being responsible for the environment where they work or where they live. Mm-hmm. Because for me, it doesn't make sense that it's Peter that is going to be going to Paul's environment to clean up for him while you're making money. You generate waste there. You are supposed to take care of that. Everybody in your own house, they're giving you. So that means, remember when 9,000 signed up to give blood to save lives? Nobody made any announcement. Come on. They know that somebody will need blood. You go to donate blood, somebody is asking you. Once in a while, you try to encourage other people, go there, because I've had cases where they had to call me up to come and reach out and help because somebody needs somebody that is my own blood group. Yeah. I have to go there myself and donate. But you are trying to motivate other people. Oh, go and do this thing, is good. And you just find people who are insistent on the fact that they must be paid, even though they don't even consider the health benefit of you once in a while giving out your blood. If you are staying in a place, that's why I said the other time, the two motivations for you, at least the wealth that will come from it, just like we enumerated that day, and the health benefit that you're staying in a clean environment. Choose what motivates you. Fortune said, you are cleaning up. Somebody is coming, carrying his own trash to come and dump for you at your area. You should pick it up. If you don't own a process, it will not work. I insist that you must. If it means that if you can't clean it, then pay somebody to do that for you. If you can't clean up, you can employ somebody and pay them to clean your environment. It doesn't make sense. Yes, we started to make the place better, but people must sit up. Just like you also said, if you don't have law enforcement agencies as well, part of us, then the AEBP, who is their constitutional right to organize this thing, they are going to take us for granted. You might even be lucky that one day you go there and maybe somebody misbehaves or throws the trash out in the gutter after cleaning it. You try to correct the person, they will beat you up. It's possible. That is why if you have the AEBP, who are the people
The body
mandated by the
responsible,
Constitution to do this, and you have police or civil defense around to secure the people. But for me, everybody must take responsibility of his environment.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Agreed. Thank you so much. Dr. Sang for God. Look like you have a lot on your mind.
How do you mean? Thank you so much for this privilege.
Yes, sir.
I want to sincerely appreciate Mazi, Destiny, Anthony, and the Honorable. They spoke very profoundly, and as always. And I just want to chip in a few. And I wouldn't want to deviate so much from the concept of the self, which I came up with some days ago. You see, Mazi said something, and if you don't misunderstand him, you will know he has spoken the truth and nothing but the truth. The truth is that if a project will be spoiled, why should it be you that will spoil it? I'm going back to the concept of the self. If a project will be spoiled, why should you be the spoiler? Now, this issue of refuge dome, spreading beyond the normal proportion, is not found in many places. It's not found in Maitama. It's usually, among us the poor. But children of those who live in Maitama, who live in those highbrow areas, where AABP, I don't know what you call them, maintain, sweep, and pick the dead, are the ones, maybe the ones, or contribute to the dead in this in the areas where we have the spread. So why should it be so? Self-orientation. I want to suggest that we should make cleanliness a project. Let's make it a priority. We have never made cleanliness a priority. So when you see a very massive plaza, a place where people will come for business from morning till very late in the night, but the provision for the toilets, the restroom is almost zero. You might not find enough water. Conscience will not let me go into a public toilet or any toilet for that matter, use it, and if there's spillover, either on the whatever, and I will not use the brush to clean it. Conscience will not let me, enter such places and refuse to flush. But many times I've been disappointed, where you come into the place and the place is looking, dirty, and you want to contribute your part to say, okay, I won't leave it the way I met it. Let me use the brush, and then press the flusher. You do that, you press the flusher that so many people have pressed, and there's no water coming out. No water was provided either in a bowl for you to fetch, and so it makes it difficult for a man or a woman who has the intent to do his part to also to flush and to keep the place clean. Now, to the glory of God, I belong to a group of people who see cleanliness as a project, and I want those who own offices, own plazas and marketplace to copy that principle. So I won't mention the name of the church. It's where I worship. If you forgot your perfume at home on a Sunday morning, if you forgot your body spray, if a woman forgot what they use to, the monthly stuff at home on a Sunday morning, go to the toilet of my church, you'll find it there. Body spray, comb, brush, everything. There's somebody manning it. As you come out, the person is going in to ensure that you kept it well, and if you didn't, they fix it.
I was going to ask, because that kind of thing is invitation for some people to come and stock up their own homes and wardrobes. When you are talking about perfume in a public place and body spray and
telling you, it's reality. Even there was a day I forgot my body spray. I was in a hurry. I had to use it, and it's a good one.
It's used once now.
Sir?
Used once, right?
Not used
No,
once.
it's not used once.
Provided you use, then another
You
person
can take it.
Another
No,
person
you don't
can
take it
do.
home.
That's
You
what I
spray.
mean by used once. You will just.
And when you say use
and
one, you are
It's
talking
as
about
if
use and keep.
You use it to
use and
dispose
keep.
it.
If you forgot,
No.
there's
Okay.
very expensive hand lotion
Lotion.
for you to use.
Okay.
The tissues everywhere. You can eat in the toilet of my church, and I'm saying that if you have plazas, you have a place where people are coming for business in their number, they should have a culture, a project, a mindset that the toilet will be functional, there will be water running, and there will be somebody to supervise. Again, I want to come out to the point of saying to Nigerians, please, we shouldn't get to the point whereby we have to be policed to do the right thing.
Oh, don't worry. They will have to definitely
Yes.
be
We
policing.
shouldn't get to the point whereby
It's
we have
a
to
human
be
thing.
monitored. If you are not monitored, you won't do the right thing. You are driving an XUV, you are throwing corn and orange, whatever, on the street. If you have an SUV, I want to assume you should have some sense.
Yeah, well.
And I want to assume that for you to even,
If only.
even
They are
if
the
you-
ones that misbehave
If
more
only.
than the others.
So what I'm saying is that anyone who can own an SUV either must have grown through the ranks into a place whereby either it is attached to you as your official car, or you must have done business to earn
Grows to that level.
earn it. And then you shouldn't be stupid to you shouldn't be the one that will be eating corn and then throwing on the street. So every Nigerian, everybody in Abuja, I'm saying that in your little sphere, that little corner, make it a change. I got to a place where I presently work, and I saw debris of over 25 years. I saw things that should have been thrown away. I saw a culture where some places were leaking, and I said, no, not under my watch. Even if it will cost me my personal, sacrifice and finances, I will make this difference. And to the glory of God, we are making that difference. It's difficult because you are talking about parents, mothers, fathers, uncles who are used to a particular way of life.
Yeah.
But gradually, people are coming to see that. So it's possible. And I'm saying
New
it
culture.
is possible. Now, to the government, Sir Honorable, permit me to disagree a little bit. I don't want us to do the work of, AABP. If AABP want to partner with us, they must provide us with the trucks, provide us with those things that we are not able to afford. We cannot, they shouldn't be comfortable that we volunteers will want to come and do their work, and then they want to take the credit, they wear their apron, and then people will see them and misunderstand that they were the one working while we are the one working. Please, don't come to us. If you will not provide us with those things that we lack, do not come to us. Honorable sir, I testify that it's not in every place where we have cleaned that were messed up afterward.
Okay.
Example is the Utako market. I will keep remembering it. And then the Area 1 roundabout. Under the bridge. We made it what it is today. We made it easy for the government to come and plant those flowers and make this beautiful. The Utako market, I say it, and I don't want to be too graphic in the use of my words, but that place was not better than toilets. But we cleaned them. We put them in order. And the management came and cordoned the place and ensure afterward nobody throws there, nobody urinates there, nobody put there. And then today, people hug there, people park their cars there, and it's safe. So if we look at Nigeria, FCT in this case now, as our project, we will not do those things that we think it doesn't concern us. Let us see it as our project. That means you wouldn't want to be the one that will disconnect Leopard Light. You wouldn't want to be the one. Somi, I remember, you see even these women, these women that sweep the street, how much training are they given? Some of them, when they're sweeping those leaves, they sweep them into the
manhole.
Yes, I'm not saying what is not. Anybody can
No, I've seen
contradict
them.
it. They sweep them into that place,
To the
and then
manhole.
others will pack those sand on top of the pavement, and then when the rain falls, it brings them down. So those men are not working for the sake of passion and love for the FCT, but are working to earn their living at the same time blocking the sewer. If you go to Ademola Adetukumbo now, opposite the Atiku campaign office, there is a sewer, a broken sewer presently.
Yes, I have
And
a
it's
report of
flowing,
it even
it's
here.
flowing.
Even here, yes.
The truth may be that poor management of this debt sweep must have blocked some of those souls. Nigerians, the government also should not allow some places to be a dumping ground. Why should be a massive dumping ground be by the express, where to spill off to the express? Why can't the government create a place very far off where people will feel uncomfortable because when you feel in those places very close to the express, you cannot prevent the spillover.
Okay. Okay.
It shock you.
Okay. All right. It was quite the closing there. All right. Let's see. We're making progress, and from everything that has been said, one thing is for sure: when the initiative kicks off again, it's not an if; it's definitely going to kick off. When it does kick off, there need to be sustainable partnerships and collaborations, whether between the volunteers and the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Let me just say, put that all together. I'm not going to say it's an AEPB thing specifically, because there are people in the Satellite Town Development Department that are also responsible to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But we're going to be having, hopefully, we have collaborations that are meaningful.
So let me make this appeal.
And sustainable.
Yes, let me make this appeal. I saw that when I ended, it's like I still had more time. You were surprised I ended.
It was quite the ending, like
Yes.
I said.
So you see, the Honorable said something. I want to tell Nigerians that you mustn't benefit from every good thing. Ever since we've been going out to clean, we have never, no one has ever come to, say, okay, I want to sponsor this.
So let's tweak that a little bit.
Okay.
Every good thing you do, you benefit from. The problem is that some people expect that all the benefits will be financial.
Okay.
Or immediate.
What I mean is that it should be
Yes.
for personal aggrandizement.
Okay.
Because like you
Okay.
said, some people might just think that, someone has put in money there, one NGO in UK or whatever have given them money. Because some of us are been into charity. And I can say, I'm saying it here, that every work of charity must not and should not be for personal aggrandizement.
Okay.
It's not as if to say someone has given you, and then out of a much has been given to you, you are bringing a little to bring to the public. It is not true. So me again too. You see, we are a religious country. On Sunday, the roads are empty. Everybody's in the church. On Friday, the roads are blocked. Everybody's in the mosque. But we think that the way we handle, we can be very holy. You may not be a fornicator or an adulterer. You may not be an armed robber. You may be holy in your own sense. But I want to tell you, religious person, religious man and woman, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, whether you're a Hindu, that public institution, that public light, that government infrastructure that you have refused to maintain, or you think you are careless about, you leave your light for the weekend until Monday they are on, the AC is on, the fans are on, or you throw dirt on the way. I can promise you, I'm not God to judge you, but I think it is not expected of any person who calls himself righteous, who calls himself born again. If you are born again, it's not only in the sphere of the church, but it should be replicated in wherever the way you drive, the way you do things, the way in your office. If we cannot see that outside the church, your salvation, you only have God to answer to.
Okay. All right. And I also say this, really and truly, when this initiative does kick off, like we're saying, we're talking about meaningful partnerships. Once we kick off and we have those partnerships, anybody that thinks that, the people that are doing it because they are collecting money, it is not even our business to try and convince you otherwise. At the end of the day, what's coming to you will
We can
come
help
to
you.
Yeah, really and truly, that's the way it is.
You see, Somi,
So, yes, sir.
like a rider to what he just said, you see, there is reason why you have government in his wisdom coming up with agencies for regulations, because they know who we are as human beings all over the world. We have what we call behavior modification. We have a whole lot of things to change some certain behaviors that are abnormal. If we think we do not need some form of coerciveness,
I think we do.
we need it.
Oh, I think we do. I agree.
No, where we really need it.
far
I
different.
agree.
Yeah, so
I
agree.
that's the point.
That's
we're
true.
making.
So the most important thing now, Fortune, you have something to say? I see you unmuted.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yes. I have many things to say. I don't know how much time we have. But
We have less than
I
5
think
minutes before the next commercial
but
break.
I just want to agree with Dr. Usang for God. Of course, he's one of our nominated trustees for the group, and he understands what I'm saying. And I also respectfully agree to an extent with what the Honorable said. But this is my take on it, right? Yes, it's important that the government agency that has the teeth to bite be carried along. So notifications will be given. So our request for equipment will be extended to them. But when I go out to clean, I go out as a personal duty to my environment and to my country. I go out because I am tired of making complaints on radio, talking, and nobody does anything. Me, I was tired of talking. That's why I went out. I didn't go out because, I wanted to make AEPB look bad, or I wanted to prove a point. So when we go out, we should remember that this is us satisfying our conscience in doing what is right. Just like Dr. Osang said, if you are in a restroom and you find it dirty, you want to leave it better than you met it. There is a cleaner paid in the place. There is everything that is supposed to work in that place. But I decided to make it better. So we should remember that decision and let that guide us.
All right, then. All right, thank you so much. So I'm going back to the poll now. So far, we have 3 major areas that have been highlighted. One, the one in between the new bus terminal and the filling station along that, can I say next road? What's that road called? Yes, that one. Okay, so we have that one, and then we also have the one in contention. That's the one at Jabi. Fortune, where exactly did you say that one is again?
It's just beside Rock of Ages Mall,
okay.
At the junction between Jabi and Otako.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Yes, everybody's nodding. We know that one.
That one we need construction.
It's a mountain.
I know that one by the right.
Oh, dear God. Okay, somebody else has also mentioned that one. I think Dave even sent in a video. And then we have this one here. A listener sent in a refuse dump on Adjose at Diogun Street in Otako. Says even though this is a what heap, it is even better than what it looks like on some other occasions. I can see the video of that one. There is one particular dumpster where you're supposed to put the dirt into, and then it's full, and then it's spread on the road for. So it's not even dropping. It's a dropping. There's a little dropping beside it. It's corn that is there, but the pathway, the where pedestrians are supposed to walk for about a few hundred meters are blocked as well. So those are the 3 places that we have. So we have agreed on a few things. I see your message here. Haruna from Duse. He said Gwarimpa bus stop under the pedestrian bridge is now a refuse dump. Okay. I didn't see a video of that one, so it's hard to tell. So we have agreed on a few things, and we're going to be working behind the scenes. But one of a few of the things that we've agreed on, for starters, is that we need collaboration. I must ask, let me get this clear. Say we try to partner with the bodies who are responsible for doing this thing. I don't know now if it's we that will go to them or them that will come to us. But Dr. Osang, for God, has said, if you're not going to give us what we need, don't even bother coming to. But we have to, as Fortune said, notify them.
Notify them.
We have to notify them. We have to put our request forward.
Right, even to security agents. This
Security
is what we want
agency.
to do. Yeah. So this from
You need them.
We have always.
So that's like forming a joint task force in addition to the bodies who are responsible.
My point actually is
yes.
It's not enough to have an urge, to have
the
a
passion.
new passion to do things, but the effectiveness in it,
agreed,
added to the passion, will really give us the result we needed.
Okay, so this is the way we're going to go about it as we move to wrap up the conversation this morning. I think last week I called on people who are going to partner with us. I think what Fortune had raised last week as a major constraint was even the trucks to convey the dirt from where they are being cleared to where they are supposed to go.
So you don't have it.
No, so we also know that in the value chain, apart from AEP, because my concern is from the reports that we have seen, if AEPB them are saying they don't, the number of trucks that they have, at least from the report I saw, the number of trucks they have compared to the number of private individuals who they had contracted on to transport this dirt, is the private individuals that have more than AEPB. I stand to be corrected if that information is not correct, but I'm working with the reports that we had looked at during the week. So it's possible that they are private individuals, or even, again, going back to the value chain. So those companies that are responsible for processing, that will sort them out, remove the ones that are recyclable from non-recyclable. There are companies, even here in the FCT, have been reliably informed, it's just that we've not been able to get them, that, people can take their waste too, right? And then they get paid a little token, depending on the kind of waste that they are giving to them.
Value for waste.
Yes, because these companies actually need that kind of waste. So we are saying now, we will announce dates and all, but at this particular point in time, apart from collaboration with the AEDC, the security forces, I'm sure if we go to any of the security forces, they will be willing to join us. I don't know about the agencies responsible for cleaning, but every other person in the value chain, whether it's transportation, whether it's processing, whether it's electricity generation for bio-waste and all of that, we're starting by calling on you now to please let us partner, let us collaborate so that once we kick off this process, it is sustainable from beginning to end. We'll be right back.
MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123*2*1# or text me.